Yo, man, welcome back, man. We have the game that saved an NFL career, man, and that is Baker Mayfield. Now, I believe Baker Mayfield has always been good at just, I feel like once you get drafted by the Browns, it's like, it's over for you, bro. And I feel like if Johnny Manziel had another chance on another team, he would have had a similar career to how Baker Mayfield is having now. I feel like, trust me, that's how I feel. When I see Baker Mayfield, I feel like he's like the newer version of Johnny Manziel. Now, I feel like Johnny Manziel, I feel like if he wasn't drafted by the Browns, I feel like it would have been better for his career. You know what I'm saying?
Mayfield is one of peaks and valleys.
Baker Mayfield's playing like a most valuable player, gents.
Today, Mayfield stands as not only the quarterback for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but as currently one of the top quarterbacks in the league. But honestly, none of this would be possible without one improbable night in Los Angeles. A game that essentially saved his career and reminded the world who Baker Mayfield truly is.
2nd and 10. Mayfield to the end zone to Jefferson. Is that possible?
Bro, I forgot he was on the Rams. I remember they traded him to the Panthers, bro. And he wasn't trash, bro. Who he gonna pass to? There's nobody on the Panthers team. See that he was on? There's nobody on that Panthers team that he was on. Then I think he got cut. Went to the Rams, did pretty decent. Signed to the Buccaneers, and boom, look what the Buccaneers got. Mike Evans. They got, bro, the Buccaneers are a great team, bro. They got the pieces already, and they drafted Ubuka from Ohio State.
Set the tone for a second, okay? If you're John Dorsey and you're the new general manager of the Cleveland Browns, this first pick of yours sets the tone for your franchise. It shows all the players in the locker room what a new Cleveland Brown looks like and smells like by your definition. So you got to get this thing right. The guy's got to be great off the field. He's got to be great in your locker room. He's going to help you set the culture for the future.
And the Browns are a dumbass organization. They traded away Mayfield because he was injured. Because he got shot to the fucking playoffs in over 60-some years, over 30-some years? Y'all do him like that? Nah, I'm pretty sure he don't like the Browns as much. Fuck the Browns. Same shit with Johnny Manziel. I feel like if Johnny Manziel had another chance in the NFL to another team, he would have had this similar career as Baker Mayfield is having right now. Am I right or wrong? Y'all niggas know I'm right, bro. That's why I kind of hate that Shador's on the Browns, because they're not going to give Shador a chance. The Browns, they don't develop a QB. Who was the last QB that you knows on the Browns that actually was good? I can't remember that. Who? Nobody, bro. The QB that was supposed to stay that motherfucking franchise was Baker Mayfield, and they treated him like shit, like garbage. Now look at Baker Mayfield thriving on the Buccaneers. Like, if you're not going to play Shador, bro, you're going to fucking play Bailey Zappi over him for QB2, trade a nigga. If I feel like Shador was shining in Dallas or the Rams, either Dallas, Rams, the Cardinals. I'm trying to think of teams like I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Rams, because Metro finna retire soon, or not soon, but like, you know what I'm saying? Or even Dallas, like, something, or even the Raiders, gang. Even the Raiders. I was gonna say the Giants, but they drafted Jackson Darn. Jackson Darn's actually good. I'll probably say the Raiders, for he fit nicely with the Raiders, the Rams, or the Cowboys.
The 2018 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select.
Today, he said Dorsey's known him for weeks. He's just kept it to himself and not told his wife. And he told Hugh Jackson only in the last 48 hours. We got 4.5 minutes left on the clock here, and Baker waiting to see if the phone does.
Dorsey, how are you? Good, how are you? I'm doing pretty good, thank you. Hey, let me ask you a question. I got you on speakerphone here. You will be the first pick in the draft?
Yeah, I do.
Huh?
Yeah, I do.
The Cleveland Browns select Baker Mayfield.
Wow.
Quarterback, Oklahoma.
It is Baker Mayfield.
After being the top pick in the 2018 NFL Draft, Mayfield quickly became the face of the Cleveland Browns, a city that has been searching for a franchise quarterback since the Bernie Kosar era in the 1980s. His rookie season was
since the 1980s, bro. Do you know? Baker Mayfield, they got him to the playoffs. After that, they treated him like shit. If they just would have give him a better O-line, some better receivers, like, I'm sorry, but the Browns will always be a shitty organization, bro. They used to be good, but that was like, what, back in the 60s when they had Jim Brown. That was the last time I feel like them players want to go to the Browns, but the Browns now is just shitty as fuck, bro. Like, the Browns should be a team where it should be good. You know what I'm saying? The Browns should be a team that should be good, but it's just
electric.
I don't know, bro.
The crowd reacts to the emergence of Baker Mayfield off the bench. Here's one. It is caught by Landry to the one. What a catch!
My boy Jarvis Landry, man.
Tight in this formation. Second pressure off the edge. Little trick play and a throw to Baker Mayfield to tie the game from Jarvis Landry. It's been 635 days since the Browns have celebrated a win. Browns are going to win.
But in the NFL, glory is fleeting and fortunes can turn overnight. So after quarterbacking the Browns to their first playoff victory in 26 years in 2020, his standing with the front office and his career in Cleveland began to unravel.
Like everybody else, I have noticed that Baker Mayfield is not off to a great start this year. His team is 3-1, and their one loss was a game they probably could have won against Kansas City. So it hasn't been a disastrous start by any means. I've been wondering why, in particular, Mayfield has been so unspectacular. And then, Hembo, I got the answer. According to our Jake Trotter, Mayfield has been playing with a partially torn labrum. He suffered that injury to his non-throwing shoulder while trying to make a tackle. In the game against the Texans, he's been wearing a shoulder harness ever since.
And after this, they treated him like just a piece of trash, a piece of meat, bro. They treated him bad, bro. Baker Mayfield was supposed to be the person to save the Browns franchise. If Baker Mayfield was on the Browns today, they'll make the playoff game. They will. It's just, told you, bro. It's the same shit when they selected Johnny Manziel in the 2012 draft or 2013 draft, and they did him wrong too. I feel like Johnny Manziel would have got another chance in the NFL. I'm saying he would have been good. I feel like Johnny Manziel could play in the league now. You know what I'm saying?
Now let's be clear. Some things are excuses and other things are reasons. It is not an excuse to say Baker Mayfield is not playing well right now because of his shoulder injury. It is the reason he's not playing well.
Four-man pressure. Baker in trouble, able to get away.
Look at the O-line, bro. It's trash.
The ball is loose at the 47-yard line, and Baker is still down.
Bro, do you see that fucking O-line? That's why this nigga's getting. This is why these quarterbacks be getting injured, because the O-line be trash. The O-line be trash. This is why these This is why these players be getting injured. These quarterbacks, because the O-line be garbage as fuck.
He's playing with that sore left shoulder, partially torn labrum, and he landed right on it.
Then they tried to
Surgery would follow
bro.
in January 2022, but the writing was on the wall when Cleveland, just 2 months later, did this.
Deshaun Watson is expected to be a member of the Cleveland Browns. Yes.
Here's what I was told, that the Browns, even back in December, late in the season, they started looking into Deshaun Watson, outsourced a private investigator who checked this out, knowing that they could stay with Baker Mayfield, but let's look at our options here. Things have not gone so well. Then they were told last week, we're out on Deshaun Watson. Then Baker Mayfield requests the trade. They were still thinking, hey, we can reconcile with Mayfield at that point.
Right.
Friday morning, I was told, that's when the Browns got clarity.
They fucking did this shit. Traded for fucking this Watson nigga. This nigga hasn't even been good in fucking Cleveland. This nigga not even fucking playing. They wanted this nigga over Baker Mayfield? And this nigga has been trash for the Browns. I mean, the Browns is a horrible organization, but still, like, come on now.
Watson could have a change of heart here and would be open to going to Cleveland. They got clarity here. They can make this work, but they had been looking into Watson for a very long time.
Mayfield's time in Cleveland was over. By July 2022, he was traded to the Matt Rule-led Carolina Panthers, where he had hoped to resurrect his career. Instead, the situation deteriorated.
Bottom line is the way he's playing, though, right? This is supposed to be the opportunity for a resurgence. This is supposed to be where Baker Mayfield gets to show the entire world that the quarterback that he was for 50% of his time in Cleveland is not who he is.
Could you do me a
He's
favor?
actually worse now.
Do me a favor.
He's worse.
Battling a high ankle sprain early in the season, Mayfield posted a career-worst 57.7 completion rate and went 1-5 as a starter. By December, he requested his release after being demoted to third on the depth chart behind Sam Darnold and PJ Walker.
Panthers are...
Yeah, I would request my release too, my nigga, to have fucking Sam. Okay, now, Sam Darnold is actually, he decent. Is Sam Darnold? That nigga that's on the Seahawks now, right? Yeah, but to be behind that and PJ Walker, yeah, I will request my release as well.
Expected to release quarterback Baker Mayfield today. The Cleveland Browns traded him to the Panthers in July in exchange for what's now a 5th-round draft pick. The Panthers named Mayfield their starting quarterback in August, but poor play and injuries sidelined him. Mayfield could get picked up on waivers by another team once he's released.
At this point, Mayfield's career seemed to be in a freefall. He was no longer that plucky underdog or the fiery competitor capable of turning a franchise around. He was simply just another quarterback whose star had burned out too soon. So when the Los Angeles...
They try to do him how they did Johnny Manziel. I'm telling you right now. But they gave him a chance to be traded. They did him. They tried to do him how the Browns did Johnny Manziel. I'm telling you right now.
Rams claimed Mayfield off waivers in December 2022. It was less a vote of confidence and more of necessity. Their quarterback room was decimated. Matthew Stafford, John Wolford, and Bryce Perkins were all sidelined by injuries. The Rams were struggling, riding a 6-game losing streak, and their season was all but lost.
I like the fit. It's not necessarily a long-term fit, but for a $1.5 million rental for the rest of the year, the Rams are going to be at least tolerable to watch, which they probably have not been on offense the last...
This opportunity was a double-edged sword. With no expectations, Mayfield had a chance to prove himself. But joining a team mid-season, especially 2 days before a game, left little room for error. This set the stage for what can only be described as a Hollywood moment.
And Mayfield's first play as a Ram will be a pass off play action. Go figure. To the 5-yard line. He hits Van Jefferson, who we probably didn't even meet until yesterday.
Mayfield entered the game after the Rams' first series, replacing John Wolford. By the fourth quarter, the Rams trailed 16-3. The game seemed pretty much over, but Mayfield had other plans.
So on a 1st and 20.
The game is not over until it's over. Why do people say that like the game has been the game is not over until it's over? You can still win the game in the fourth quarter. You probably gotta score quickly. Defense gotta do their thing, score again, you know what I'm saying?
Screen here for Williams.
First, he orchestrated a 75-yard touchdown drive, capped with a Cam Akers run with 3 minutes and 19 seconds remaining.
And this is Akers into the end zone. Does he get in there? The Rams say yes.
Then, after the Rams' defense held firm, Mayfield found himself in a near impossible situation. Down by 6 points with no timeouts, 98 yards from the end zone, and less than 2 minutes on the clock. This is where legends are made.
So up to the 28-yard line. Give them more light. Deep down the sideline, and it is caught by Skoranek. Ben Skoranek with a great catch, a contested catch, all the way to the 40-yard line.
He completed 15 of 20 passes in the fourth quarter, including a string of clutch throws to move the chains. With 15 seconds left, standing at the Raiders' 23-yard line, he identified a mismatch in their defensive scheme. Instead of falling into a prevent zone, the Raiders played press coverage. A bold but disastrous decision.
2nd and 10. Mayfield to the end zone to Jefferson. Is that possible? Touchdown. This is impossible. They go 98 yards. That's good for 23.
Mayfield launched a perfect pass to Van Jefferson in the back corner of the end zone for the game-winning touchdown. The drive wasn't just impressive, it was literally historic. According to Elias Sports Bureau, it was the longest go-ahead touchdown drive that began in the final 2 minutes of a game in the past 45 years. And after the game, Mayfield would reflect on the whirlwind of his past 72 hours.
It's been pretty hectic. It's been a lot of emotions, to be honest with you. A lot of things that, some tough decisions. But everything happens for a reason.
He went from a good ass team from the Rams to go sign with the Buccaneers. I'm telling you, bro, the Buccaneers gonna be one of the teams in the NFC you gotta watch out for, bro. Especially if Mike Evans is healthy. Come on now, bro.
The win. It was a statement. Baker Mayfield could still play.
I don't think people understand how crazy, like what Baker just pulled off. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like that. Like this man has basically picked up a jersey, living out of his suitcase, and oh, by the way, you're gonna play the majority of the game and beat a team that's on a 3-game winning streak clearly without knowing the whole offense.
On a Thursday night.
On a Thursday night.
Let's try.
Mayfield's brief tenure with the Rams was a career reset. Over 5 games, he threw for 850 yards and 4 touchdowns. Not jaw-dropping stats, but enough to remind the NFL of his talent. More importantly, it gave him the chance to work under McVay, one of the league's brightest offensive minds. That stretch paved the way for his next opportunity. A 1-year, $8.5 million deal with the Brady look.
And he proved himself, and I think he just re-signed a contract. Not the long ago.
It's Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And yeah, I think we kind of all know what happens next.
3rd and 6. Mayfield. Pocket collapsing late, but he finds his favorite target, Evans. First down out of bounds at the Washington 21-yard line.
When I watch the Bucs this year, what strikes me is how much better the offense looks as a whole.
Mayfield looking, checking, surveying. As all day, nobody open. Now he's going to run. Mayfield with a move. And Baker Mayfield down at the 11-yard line.
Fast forward to 2024, and with the fresh 3-year, $115 million contract, Baker Mayfield is writing a new chapter in his career. Accepting of the leadership role in Tampa Bay, he's embracing a chance to lead a team in from a Brady era to his own. In football, moments matter. Careers are built, or in this case, rebuilt, on singular performances. For Baker Mayfield, the 98-yard drive against the Raiders wasn't just a highlight. It was a turning point. It reminded the NFL of his resilience, his talent.
I forgot he played for the Rams for that. I forgot he signed with that. I forgot about
his ability to rise when the odds are stacked against him. In a league that so often discards players after a few missteps, Mayfield's story is a testament to perseverance. That night in LA didn't just save his career. It reignited his belief in himself. And maybe, just maybe, it gave the NFL a reason to believe in Baker Mayfield again.
And Daniel Jones is not a bust. Let's stop that right now. Anyways, man, y'all know what you think down below, man. Yes, sir.